Before starting the talk, I'd like to have a small interaction about how these traditional systems work, where does it work, just a interaction so that you'll understand later what I'm going to talk about our traditional healing systems. Now, we talk about diseases. Before trying to know how the disease could be cured by these traditional healing systems, let's find out how the disease occurs in the first place at all. We should understand how the disease comes first. Then you can think of the cure. If you don't understand disease, surely you can take it from me, you can't cure it. Now, they say that 90% of the people across the world, could be Hindus, Muslims, or Christians, they worship some form of the deity or the other. Why do these people go to the temples? Why do these 90% of the people go to temples? Anybody from the first bench? Your opinion, it can be, don't bother about being right or wrong, correct, no? You tell what your opinion is, that's all. Yes, why do you think people go to temples?
They are just following the traditions, that's all.
Traditions, okay. So, without knowing the significance of that, because my father used to go or my forefathers used to go, they go, that's all. Yes, sir. Confidence, okay. So, you get the confidence, so you go there, yes, sir. I can mix Kannada, but this is the thing what is learnt in English, so might be difficult to use the right words to drive home the point. That's the only thing, that's all. Later, whenever it's possible for me to, because Kannada is my mother tongue and I have great respect for the language. I speak Kannada at home only, but this subject being, being learnt and discussed in the English, this is the only problem. Later, whenever I can talk in English, I can surely do that. Yes? ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇಷ್ಟೇ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲ, ಈಗ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಜನ? ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ, ಓಕೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಟ್ರೆಡಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಮುಂಚಿಂದ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತ, ಆಸ್ ಎ ವೇ ಆಫ್ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟ್ರೆಡಿಷನ್ಸ್. ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಫಿಯರ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟ್? ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಗೋ ಟು ಟೆಂಪಲ್, ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್? Pray, okay. When you pray, you pray. What happens when you pray? Solace to what? Your mind? Okay. You said use the word mind. Where is your mind located? Because I'm not talking just something away from the system, the topic. It has direct relevance to what I'm going to talk in future now. If you understand this, you understand all the things very easily. Yes. Where is your mind located? Brain. Who said so? Or in which book or which scientist says that mind is inside the brain? Huh? No. We are all students of science, isn't it? Anything I would say, I say I'll have to have the scientific backing behind that.
Thinking or anything, analysis and other things, that is true. Brain acts to do that.
Okay. You use the brain to think, correct. So does it mean that mind should be inside the brain only? My question is very simple. Like if I ask you where is your nose, you say here. Where are your eyes? You say here. Where is the ears? You say here, isn't it? Likewise, I want to know where your mind is located. It has a specific location.
Mind is buddhi.
Yeah, one at a time. Yeah. Buddhi. Vivekatana. That is there is probably faculty of the mind. That's all. It is not mind itself. ನೀವು ಬುದ್ಧಿತನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, that itself is not mind. It's a faculty of the mind. My question is, again I repeat, where the mind is located? Here. Yes. Which author or which book says that? Because supposing today I say something, okay, I say my mind is in the foot. If it doesn't have any scientific backing, my words will have no value at all whatsoever. Anyway, you all believe that you have mind? You have mind. Where exactly it is, you're not sure, isn't it? We are not sure. We'll come to that later. Do you believe you have a soul? Do you believe you have a soul? We all believe, isn't it? You don't know. Okay. That's your opinion, yes? Okay. How many believe you have a soul? How many believe you have a soul? Kindly raise your hands. So others, how many believe you don't have a soul? Okay, that means others not sure whether they have a soul or not, isn't it? But if you listen to any spiritual discourse, the Swamis say we have a soul and we have to purify that, isn't it? So the question is, some of you believe that you have a soul, and many of you, by this is what I gather, that you are not sure whether you have a soul or not in the first place at all, isn't it? Okay, my question to those who raise the hands: where is your soul located? Inside the heart. Okay, if you go through the Grace Anatomy book recommended for medical students, the author doesn't say that soul is anywhere in the body at all. So the answer falls flat. Then where else it could be? We as Hindus, we believe that we have a soul, isn't it? We have a mind, we have a soul. The question is where it's located.
Soul is an imagination.
Imagination. That is, it's not real. So all our Vedas could be wrong, probably. You said imagination. No imagination. I'm asking directly whether it has a location. If in its imagination, you can say it has no location at all because soul itself is non-existent, you can say that. My question is only this simple: where it's located. You can say it has a location here, or it doesn't have a location at all. That's all. I'm asking these questions because I just want to know your opinion. That's all. By feeling what? By feeling what do you experience? By feeling what did you experience your soul? Huh? Okay. Oh, no. But see, I forgot my question itself. My question was, correct, no? You are deviating. My question was where it's located. You tell me this is where it is located. That's enough. I'm not asking whether you feel the soul or not. Huh? What is consciousness? Oh my goodness. No, you said consciousness, isn't it? Consciousness is what? Consciousness is part of the mind. We are not talked about where the mind is in the first place at all. Okay. Now you say soul is inside the consciousness?
I'm telling you it's universal.
Universal. No, I'm asking about your soul. Your soul cannot be universal. Your soul cannot be universal. If it is universal, you can't say it's your soul. Every human being has a mind, has a soul. Not only human beings, for your information, every animal. But today, we are not talking about the animals. We are talking about human beings. Okay? So, when you say universal, then you can't call it yours. When I say your mind, it should belong to you. When I say your soul, it should belong to you. If it belongs to the universe, then you can't say it's yours. Isn't it? Okay, we'll proceed. Now, you would have seen that any of the spiritual leaders come, people go and fall at the feet of the spiritual leader or Swamiji. Why do people do this? Respect. Why should you give respect only to the Swamiji? Why not to all the people, old elderly people in the road? You can fall at their feet also. They should not be given respect, or...
He gives such a talk or such a statement which guides the humanity. Guides you in a...
So only for them you should show respect, or other elderly people you should not.
Also you can.
Okay. No, but people fall only at their feet. They fall. Why? Tradition. Okay, like one of our audience said, it's come tradition, we follow that, whether we understand that or not. My father did, I'll also do it. Correct, no? I tell my son, same thing, you also do it, because I done it. Correct. So tradition. Apart from that, no other significance.
They are symbols of some
Sacred? Okay, he is having some sacred soul. Okay. What do you get from that? Do you get anything or not? Blessings from him. Okay. How the blessings work? How the blessings work? Because now if I explain how the blessings work, the same way our healing systems like Reiki, other things work. That's why I'm asking these things. Yes. How the blessings work? Positively correct. It should work positive only, but how? The mechanism of blessing working. Through vibrations. Yeah, you are coming partly to that, but you're not giving the full explanation, right? You are coming closer to that. Through the vibrations, is there? I agree with that. But how? Yeah, transfer. Correct. You are coming closer. Transfer the energy from where to where? From him to you. And to? Mind to mind. Okay. But you didn't tell me at all where your mind is. Top of the head. Okay.
Somewhere in the body.
You're talking about, coming to the topic. Yeah, you said energy body. Yeah, correct. No, you said energy body. Where is the energy body? Around our body, yes. He is coming to the topic. Now we'll take up, right? Yes, how all these things work, correct? Where is your mind? You'll get the answer. Not only that, you'll get the scientific backing for that. You don't have to believe my words just like that. I'll quote the names of authors who have written, scientists who have written books on this. You can go and cross-check with those books, finally decide whether you should believe me or not. Okay? So here use the word energy body concept. Here comes the explanation. That is, we all have surrounding the physical body what we call energy body. It extends for about 1 to 1.5 meters. That is say about 3 to 4.5 feet or 5 feet, okay, roughly. 3.5 to 5 feet roughly. If it is around us, we can't see, then how to believe that? Why to believe my words? Is it scientifically proved? This is a question we ask. It is proved by a special photographic technique called Kirlian photography, who discovered this in the year 1939. A Russian scientist by name Seymour Kirlian. He invented this, which can take the high vibration technology to take the photograph of your energy body. But why you can't see that? Yeah, it is not gas. You are almost correct. It's called ionized gas. There are 4 states of matter. First three you all know: solid, liquid, gas. The 4th is ether, that is ionized gas. You have not seen oxygen or nitrogen, but you believe, isn't it? We all believe that it exists. Have you seen literally? No, we have not seen, but we know it exists. Ether is the ionized form of the gas. So because your energy body is made up of ether, they are also called etheric bodies. Scientists use the word bioplasma. They are also called bioplasmic bodies. So now surrounding us, I told you we have for a diameter of about 3.5 to 5 feet, this energy body, etheric body. It has 4 layers. One very next to the physical body is called the energy body. Next one, the emotional body. The next one, mental body. The outermost one, the causal body. The third from here, or including the physical body, the 4th, what you call the mental body, is your mind. Your mind is the 4th body from the physical body outwards. What you call mental body, that is the mind. Mind is not inside the brain like most of us think. It is outside the physical body. But why most of them say it's inside? It's here because mind is connected to your brain, not inside the brain. Okay, and somebody used the word conscious. I'll come to that later. The mind has 3 parts. Middle part is called the conscious mind. One below that, subconscious. You all know, you have heard it in the subconscious mind. That is, sub means below. What is below the conscious mind is the subconscious mind. What they talk about in hypnotherapy. And above the conscious mind, what you call superconscious. Super means above. Superconscious mind. These are 3 parts of the mind. But soul is not inside the mind at all. So soul is totally apart from the mind. And outermost layer, what I said, causal body. That is what you call the mind. That's what you call the soul, I mean. That's what you call the soul. It's called causal because your soul is also referred as spirit. See, somebody dies, we say, may his soul or may his spirit, may his soul rest in peace. Correct, no? We use the word soul or the spirit. Why is soul referred to as spirit? Because it is made up of spirit, that's all. So when a person dies, the first four bodies, they evaporate. The physical body, the energy body, or also called etheric body, then the emotional body, mental body. These four, they disappear. Soul remains. We all know, we have studied in our Vedic literature that soul knows no death, correct? This is what the spiritual leaders say. Soul knows no death. It is immortal. But the first four bodies, they die. When a soul is born, when a child gets born, these four bodies are formed. Physical, etheric, emotional and mental. These four bodies formed based on the energy in the soul. We will not go too much deeper into the karma, other things maybe today. Like he has told me, the secretary has told me, maybe some other time as a series we can continue later. Because it may be outside the scope of this 1.5 hours lecture, correct? No? Because I'll be wanting to touching the basics today.
Sir, soul doesn't die.
No.
Where does it go?
See, after death, there is a book also, if you want to read, you can read, where the soul goes after death. Right? There is a particular method for where it goes. Till 13 days, it will be moving around the place. That's why, we do that, the rituals, correct, no? 13 days. That means after that, it goes. Depending on that, where it goes, depending on its karma. Till that time, it will be discussing as to where I should be born next.
But who has seen this?
Nobody has seen. Correct. No, he asked me a question. Wait a minute. We will not debate too much on the topics. I'll finish. But anyway, I'd like to answer his question. Have you seen oxygen and nitrogen in your life? Then, don't you believe that the oxygen exists? Why do you believe? Well, no. Answer this question. I'll answer your question also. Yeah. No. I have asked a question, relevant question. Please answer me. It is belief, isn't it? Yeah. Wait. See, every question I might not be able to spend time because, see, I'll be handing out the handouts in that. The names of the authors are there, correct? No? I told the name of the book which you can refer. Written by the scientists who work in NASA, in USA. Such top scientists are written who are experts on this. You take the name, you can go through the book, voluminous book. One for example, Hands of Light, Light Emerging, you read them. All the details are given here, correct, no? Everything is given, written by the scientists. That's why I told you, you don't believe my words. I give the authenticated works of the scientists, going through which you can decide what I'm talking. Today, and now I'm sharing my new views. Yeah. Correct. So, no, what I say is, no, you don't believe me actually. I myself say, go through those books, what the top people have written. Then if they agree with me, then you can agree with me also, okay? So, your question was, because you asked this, now the idea is not to talk about the soul at all now. I'm just telling you where it's located. Then maybe later we come, how to purify that, correct? No? Today we're talking about the basics. Maybe one day you can talk only on the soul, I don't mind. Then we restrict the whole time only to discussion about that, fine. I'll be glad. Okay? So, now we are talking, we'll come to the topic. Watch. Now we'll come to the topic. Why disease occurs, correct? No? Important things first. Why disease occurs? What do you mean by disease? Anyway, let me not ask too many questions. I might be running short of time, isn't it? What do you mean by disease? Oh, it's there, correct. Thank you. Disease means what? Not being at ease is disease, isn't it? Why disease occur? Why disease occur? Yeah. See, in Reiki or any what you call these traditional systems or non-physical systems where, see, in allopathy, the orthodox systems are two. One is allopathy and to certain extent, certain parts of Ayurveda. They are orthodox. All others are alternate therapies. Where alternate therapies work, all of them work at this energy body only. Now, I was talking about why disease occurs. Before this, we should understand this. See, your mind has the capacity to produce energy. I repeat, this is important for you to keep in. Your mind generates energy. Now, negative thoughts or actions or emotions, they generate negative energy. What you call karma in our Vedas. Negative thoughts like what? Negative thoughts like being under stress, strain, tension, jealousy, fear, anger. Correct? Anger is perhaps the commonest. Today, even very small children, I see the parents telling he has too much anger. Correct, no? So, these are all hatred. These are all the common negative emotions. They could generate negative energy. Likewise, positive emotions like being confident, being happy, being cheerful, being kind, being sympathetic, these are all positive emotions. So, positive emotions or thoughts will generate positive energy, which is good for your aura, indirectly good for your health. Supposing I have a negative thought form in my mental body, maybe something, I am angry about somebody, I am jealous about somebody, then the negative energy is generated by the thought form, and these energies, they keep moving towards the physical body. When they come and touch the physical body, the problem manifests here. So, disease is nothing but the manifestation of the negative energy created by your mind at the physical body. I repeat, this is nothing but the manifestation of the negative energies created by your mind earlier at the physical body. So, our allopathy, what it does, it gives medicines, okay? You have some cough, gives medicines, it is removed. Next day, the negative energy again comes from there. You have the cough again, you take it again. So, this becomes a lifelong problem. That's why, as an allopathic doctor, I am telling you, allopathy has failed to cure chronic conditions because it has not understood. I will say this boldly and very firmly, it has not understood the cause of the disease. It's like supposing the roof is wet, it rains, the floor becomes wet. I mean, there's a leak in the roof, the floor becomes wet. What allopathy is doing is only cleaning this, that's all. So, next day it rains, again it becomes wet, again you can sweep. You sweep once, 10 times, 100 times, 1000 times. Is this a solution? Then why are you doing this? Why are we doing this? The wisdom lies in looking up where the problem is. Problem is there. No need in sweeping here or swiping here 1000 times. Go to the rooftop, do the plastering, do the curing once. The problem is gone forever, isn't it? So, the allopathy doesn't have the wisdom also to look up. Then allopathy is not useful at all? No, I don't say that. Allopathy could be very useful in recent conditions, surgical conditions, life-threatening conditions. In chronic conditions, that is, which have been there for a long period of time, it has failed miserably. This is the truth. Because allopathy started only 250 years back. Earlier to that, if people used to get disease, they used to die? No. The biggest advantage of allopathy is that it gives very quick results, and this is what people want. Today, I don't want to study for the exams. If you give me a question paper, I want to go through the past and take marks. This is how our attitude is. I'm not bothered about getting knowledge. Correct? This is how it is. So, disease is because the negative energy is what you created earlier yourself. And that is, it could be positive energy, negative energy. When they all keep moving towards the physical body. When it touches the physical body, it's going to manifest as a disease, that's all. And luck is nothing but, what you call luck is nothing but the manifestation of the positive energies at the physical level.
But what about actual physical unhealthy activities?
Unhealthy activity. No. Actually, the secretary has told me that at the end I'll be allowing you about 20 minutes time to the questions, Now it could be debating quite a bit. So at that time you can write down your questions, you can ask me. That might be easy. No problem. I'll have 20 minutes time at the end. That's why I'm looking at the watch. I'll give you a good 20 minutes time. Then you can ask your questions. Correct? Now I'll be very glad to answer them. So we are talking about disease. So disease could be controlled. Right? By what? By controlling your mind. How to control your mind? Yes, these topics could be taken up. I discussing with him. Maybe someday we could be devoting only to how to control the mind. Today we're coming to know where the mind is. Correct, no? And so, disease I was talking about, it's created by our mind, created by our thoughts. They say every day have about 60,000 thought forms. How many? 60,000 thought forms every day you have. Okay? And how many seconds we have? 84,000 seconds. That means every 1.5 second you have a thought form. And the psychologists have said that 50% of them are useless thought forms. All of us. Remember, that means out of the 60,000 thought forms, minimum 30,000 guaranteed amount useless thought forms. And remember, every thought form you are spending 1 unit of energy. I repeat, remember you are spending 1 unit of energy every thought form. That means per 30,000 into 30 days, that's 1 month, 9 lakh units into 12, 1.08 crore units of energy you are spending. If I were to be giving you 1.08 crore rupees, would you be spending like that? You will not spend even 100 rupees, I know. Why? Then why are you spending the energy like this? Okay, I'll answer on your behalf. Because you have understood the significance of money, you have not understood the significance of energy. Do you agree with me? Yes, we have understood the significance of money, we have not understood the significance of energy. If we are spending the money, energy like this, how can we be healthy or happy or prosperous? Yes, I use the word health, happiness, prosperity. What is that we have to do to be healthy? Everybody, any person across the world, any human being across the world, what is that he wants in life? Health, happiness, prosperity. Correct? No? Whether it could be England, British, American, Indian, or just anybody for that matter. What he wants in life? Health, happiness, prosperity. How do we get it? We struggle a lot to achieve this. Then what is the secret? The secret is that you don't have to struggle. You purify your aura completely at all levels. I repeat, purify your aura completely at all levels. Health, happiness, prosperity will come to you automatically. Difficult to believe? Don't believe me. Just follow what I say, then see whether you can believe it or not. Correct? So I was telling about we have 60,000 thought forms every day. And that we are spending so much of energy unnecessarily. Then now the simple thing is, make your mind calmer. So just have instead of 60,000 thought forms, you make it once in 3 seconds, you will save 30,000 units of energy directly. Simple thing. How we can do it? Don't do anything else. Just calm down your mind. We go on thinking, I became a doctor, I should have become an engineer. Or I became an engineer, I should have become IAS officer. Why? Can I change it now? Then what's the point in thinking about that? I see many of my patients, many of them, they only go on talking about this or that. Why? You can't change that. Past you can't change. But your future can change based on what you do now. That's why this moment is called a present. Correct? No? It's a gift to you. What I could do, you can do it now. You can never do anything in the past and change it now. That's why they say past is mystery. Future is past is history. Future is mystery. This moment is a gift. So don't waste this by thinking about the past. Do what that you want to do now in the given time. Then you can have the future the way you want it, the way you want it. And they said that in a day we all inhale about 20,000 bacteria. How many? This is what the physiologists have said, that we all inhale on an average 20,000 bacteria daily. And my question is, why you are not suffering from 20,000 diseases? Why you are not suffering? If you are inhaling 20,000 bacteria, if diseases are due to bacteria, inhalation bacteria, they say, no, okay, we are all inhaling 20,000 bacteria every day. Though you should have been getting 20,000 different diseases every day, or at least 10,000, or at least, let's say 1,000, or say 100. Why you are not getting? Why you are not getting the disease?
There is inherent strength in the body to demolish the external.
Correct. Yeah, correct. Yeah. What do you call that? What do you call that? You call immunity, isn't it? So what is immunity? Immunity is nothing but the strength in the heart chakra active. Maybe next time we talk about the different chakras and all that. Correct, no? So it's the strength in heart chakra. So how to increase your immunity? Not by taking any immunity drugs, anything like that. They give immunity only for 15 days. How to have the natural immunity? Is by positive emotions. Is by meditation. You should understand how we do the meditation. Many people, they say that they are taught meditation. What? They concentrate on nothing. What do you mean by that? Anyway, I don't understand that. I don't condemn that also. Here I am here to tell what is good according to me, that's all. I am not here to put down any systems or any type at all. So meditation means what? In my meditation, the dictionary meaning of meditation means what? To concentrate upon. Okay? So what you do is, you concentrate upon purifying energy field. Correct, no? Then automatically you work on the heart chakra. See, when immunity goes up. What is the simple way to see that your immunity is always high? Right? That's by positive emotions. Cut off all negative emotions from today, now. See how you feel. 1 month you do it. Correct, now from today, the exercise. 1 month, you don't have any negative emotion. Cut off all negative emotions. See what the state of your health next 1 month. Second month, you can back to your normal thing, shout at everybody. Whatever you want to do, right? Get tensed, get angry, shout at everybody. Second month, see how it affects on your health. What I'm trying to tell this is, your problem, what are the diseases you have, it's all created by the mind. We use the word psychosomatic medically. Psycho means what? Mind. Soma means what? The body, the physical body. So everything coming from the mind to the physical body is called psychosomatic. So in our medical allopathy, you can go to the any specialist that you know and ask him, is it true? Yes, 90 to 95% disorders are psychosomatic. Everything coming from the mind to your body. They say stress-related diabetes, stress-related BP. Means what? Stress causes negative emotion, that causes BP. Not that, don't think there's some problem here as it is. They say joint pain you get after 40 years, then everybody should be getting joint pain after 40 years. Why is that everybody will not get? Correct? You should think it over. And they say heredity. Parents have diabetes and the children will get diabetes. If one parent is having diabetes, 50% children will get diabetes. If both of them diabetic, all the children should get diabetes. This is what they say. But later they said only 80%. Then why the 20% escaped? There is no explanation given. Allopathy has only given you what they have observed, that's all, not necessarily the truth. Keep this in mind. Later they made 70%. So when you said 80 earlier, now you came to 70, that means your earlier theory of 80% is wrong. You have disputed yourself, correct, isn't it? Correct? Okay. Then now they said 60%. My question is, how the 40% escape? Is the question you go, ask yourself, find out the answer. Correct? How they escape? So, we are talking about immunity. Immunity is the strength in the heart chakra. So, you always be positive. Always be happy. Don't worry about the problems at all. But the question might be, how to keep the mind cheerful. Correct, no? How to keep the mind cheerful, yes. There the answer comes, you should learn meditation. Good meditation techniques. You practice regularly. See whether the mind becomes cheerful or not. There are many techniques also given by the psychologists, how to change your mind from a negative outside or negative frame of mind to make it towards the positive. These are things that you learn. Learning can help you a lot. Before I proceed further, I want to tell you one thing. You have the ability to heal any disease you have. I am telling you this. Remember this. Each one of you has ability to heal yourself. What you need is not a doctor. What you need only is knowledge. Remember this. Knowledge is the only thing that can heal suffering. Nothing else on this world. If you don't have the knowledge, maybe you come to me or go to somebody else who has the knowledge. Correct, no? But what if you acquire knowledge yourself? Think it over. Correct, no? Think it over. If you don't have knowledge, you have to go to the person who has knowledge many times. It's like, if you don't know cooking, you have to go to the hotel every day. But instead of that, learn cooking one day. So don't have to go to the hotel every day at all. Isn't it? You need to think it over. So, if we are talking about immunity, yes, immunity is every time the 20,000 bacteria go into your body, the energy in the heart chakra, right? Heart chakra, which is here. We have 7 chakras, major chakras. It's all given in the Vedas. We have used the English name, that's all. It's not that, we gave the names, it started now. No. Right from the time human being was born, The chakras are there. We are given, the Englishes are given English name, that's all. It's told in our Vedas also. There are 7 chakras. I'll tell them quickly. I'll go through. Crown chakra, top of the head. Ajna, or the middle of the forehead. Throat chakra, middle of the throat. Heart chakra, middle of the breastbone. Not the middle of the heart. Physical heart is to the left, but breastbone you have in the center. The middle of that is the location of the heart chakra. Is called the seat of the soul because soul is connected to it, not inside that. Then he has solar plexus chakra, about 4 to 6 finger width below the navel, and he has sex chakra or sacral chakra, 4 to 6 finger width below the navel, and at the back, lowermost point of the bony spine is the location of the basic chakra. He call this Sahasrara, he call this Agya, he call this Vishuddha, and he call this Anahata, he call this Manipura. This the sex chakra is Swadhisthana, and the lowermost on the back of the spine is Muladhara, basic chakra. These are 7 chakras, isn't it? So, in simple words, what I'd like to say, if you want to be happy, what you do, you purify all your chakras, purify the aura, you'll be healthy. And if you purify all the levels completely and thoroughly, you can control death also. You can control death. But first, let us control the disease, isn't it? Later we can think of, after coming to that stage, we can think of controlling the death also. But it's possible, I'm telling you. It's possible. So, there are various ways of how you purify this, your aura, how you keep your aura pure, clean. And I'll give you just the basics about what you could do. That is, changing our habits to what extent will help us being more healthy, isn't it? How long we live is not important. According to me, what is more important is how well you live, isn't it? That's the first thing that is important, I feel. And there are some certain factors which are important, what you have to keep in mind, and make a required changes for you to be more healthy and happy and prosperous. There are 5 factors. There are 5 factors which you need to keep in mind. One is food, exercises, breathing, emotions, and meditation. These 5 we have to follow. All our ancient healing systems, they talk about this only. It's not that you have a problem, you heal, get it again, keep doing. That's what the allopathy is doing. I told you, if you have a chronic problem for a long period of time, how I got into these things, being a medical doctor, I'll tell you very briefly, because I used to go and see these serious cases like asthma, they're gasping for breath like this middle of the night. It was a really pathetic scene to be seeing the patient like this. And he give injection, they're okay within half an hour, and they say, thank you doctor, they're feeling somewhat better. But I never used to feel happy, because I knew that some other day again they'll call me. It used to happen. I used to go after 1 month or 2 months. It was really very pathetic. So I was just thinking those times, why is that we are not learnt of anything as doctors to give a cure on a permanent basis rather than on a temporary basis. Maybe that's what might have led me into these things. Anyway, so now we come to about what are the things that you have to follow in your day-to-day life, correct? Now, which will help in improving the status of your health and thereby happiness also. The 5 factors I told you, one is food, exercise, breathing, emotions, and meditation. We take up the food first. What sort of food you should take? What sort of food you should take? Balanced food means what? Vegetarian. Why not non-vegetarian? I'm very fond of chili chicken. It is very, I'm very fond of. Why you should not take non-vegetarian food? Yeah, what do you mean by sattvika? What do you mean by sattvika? She says no? Huh? Okay. So anyway, food will not, maybe in the next class I'll talk actually about, if I say don't take non-vegetarian. Why? I'll give the explanation that time. Now, obviously, we might not have time. At this time now, I'll tell you what is good for you, that's all. Next time, probably when we meet, you can ask me, sir, why that's not good? Correct? No? I'll have the time to answer those. We can dwell at length about those things. So, best food would be to take the vegetarian food. Why not non-vegetarian food? Because they say, I'll answer this very briefly, life supports life. That is, whatever has life, you should take that. For example, I am taking rice. You put it below the soil, it grows. Gives you rice. Maybe dal, put below, it grows. If you put non-vegetarian, chili chicken, whatever, does it give you chicken? No, it doesn't have a life. You are eating the food, the so-called food, which has no life at all. There is a lot more I can talk about that, but maybe now we might not have time. I told you repeatedly, so maybe other time we can do that, isn't it? Moreover, one more thing you have to keep in mind, because when the animal is slaughtered, there are a lot of hormones which are released in the body. What hormones are released? Do we know? You don't know. What havoc they might play on your body, you don't know. No. And more now, it's proved also that many diseases like maybe heart problems, especially constipation, is very common among people who take non-vegetarian. And when the constipation occurs, it can lead to many problems, because 90% of the problems start with your stomach. So keep in mind what you take inside is very, very important. So I'll just go through what is good for you. You should take a healthy, vegetarian food. Not only that, freshly prepared food. Why? Idli is prepared in the morning. I'll take in the evening. What happens? It might give you the same calories. It will not give you energy. Remember this. Calories might be same. That's why, when you take freshly prepared food, you feel very active, isn't it? Right? If you take, do you like to take idlis which are prepared 10 hours yesterday, or you would like to take which are prepared freshly? Which do you like? Better. Why? Both are idlis only. Both are made from the same rice. Okay, same ingredients. Then why do you like today's now freshly prepared? Why not 8 hours back? Because the what energy the fresh idlis give, what is prepared 8 hours back, 12 hours, it doesn't give you energy at all. Food gives you energy within up to 2 to 2.5 hours after being prepared. After that, it draws your energy for its absorption. Keep this in mind. That's why earlier, I remember my mother in that generation, they used to prepare food twice a day. They never used to take prepared food prepared in the morning, in the evening at all. I remember this very well. Most of you might be sure, knowing about that. Huh?
In those days there was no fridge.
Yeah. Correct. What you said is correct. There's no fridge. So actually, we should be happy there is no fridge, I'm telling you. Because of the present day fridge, at least here better. Here ladies prepare daily once at least. In States, my brother is there, he used to say they'll prepare food for 1 week. Very bad, very bad. Americans themselves condemn their food. American authors condemn their food as junk foods. And we pay more for that and eat. This is how much our wisdom is. What is junk food? Junk food is what gives you only calories without giving any nutrients. This is junk food. Correct? The pizzas and all that. And anything kept in the fridge, for heaven's sake, you should not take it. Fridge should be then it's not useful at all. It should be used only for storing, things like kottambari soppu, mensinkai. That is unprepared. That you can keep. Not the prepared food at all. No, food after 2.5 hours, its energy will come down. You try this. 1 week, sir, you take a freshly prepared, breakfast, maybe whatever. Next week you take, after it is 8 hours old. Take it, see how you feel. See the difference in the state of your health. Correct, no? So that's how it should be taken. Within 2 to 2.5 hours after being prepared. Then, of course, among them, the best would be the fruits. Fruits are supposed to be the best food in the world. Next come the vegetables. They should form the mainstay of your food. See, earlier our traditions, ಮುಂಚೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಚಿಕ್ಕವರಿದ್ದಾಗ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ತುಪ್ಪ ಅನ್ನ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸಾರು ಅನ್ನ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಮಜ್ಜಿಗೆನ, ಈ ಮಜ್ಜಿಗೆನ ಯಾಕೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ತಿನ್ನಬಾರ್ದು? ನನಗೆ ಮಜ್ಜಿಗೆನ ತುಂಬ ಇಷ್ಟ, ಅದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮಜ್ಜಿಗೆನ ತಿಂತೀನಿ. ನಾವು ಕೊನೆಗೆ ತುಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ತಿಂತೀನಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ತಿನ್ನಬಾರ್ದು? ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ರೀಸನ್. ಸಿ, ವೆನ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್, ವೆರಿ ಬ್ರೀಫ್ಲಿ ಐ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್. ನೀವು ತುಪ್ಪನ ತೊಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಗೋನ್ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎ ಕೋಟಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಈಸಫೇಗಸ್. ಈಗ ನೋಡು, ಎವ್ರಿ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ or ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ In urban cities, they say, as per the statistics, is a gastritis patient. ಯಾಕೆ? Because we are following worst food habits. On food alone, I can talk for the whole 2 hours. Only food. Worst food habits we have. ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಸೊ ತುಪ್ಪ ತಿಂದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಕೋಟಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ತುಪ್ಪ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಸಾರ ಆಗಲಿ ಏನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅವಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅನೀಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಇವತ್ತೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಆ ಖಾರದೇನ ತಿಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಮೊಸರನ್ನ ತಿನ್ನಲ್ಲ. ಐ ಸೀನ್ ಅಮಂಗ್ ಮೆನಿ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮೊಸರನ್ನ ತಿಂದೇ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ಫುಡ್ ತೊಗೋತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಗೋನ್ ಟು ಕಾಸ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಕ್ಲೋರಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್. ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನೀವು ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಮೊಸರು ತೊಗೊಳೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಗೋನ್ ಟು ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲೈಸ್ ದ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್. ನೋಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರೆಡಿಷನಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ನಾವು ಹಾಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ the leftover acid will digest your stomach itself. See what mistakes we are doing. How badly you are treating your own stomach. You should think it over. See, that is their opinion. I told you, because anyway, ಎಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಇದು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ತುಪ್ಪ ತಿನ್ನೋ ತಪ್ಪಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ನು ಪಿಜ್ಜಾ ತಿನ್ನೋ ತಪ್ಪು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಕೇಳಿ. ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಕಾರ್ಡಿಯಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟು, ಖಂಡಿತ ಕಾರ್ಡಿಯಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟು ಟಿ ವಿಲಿ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸೀನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಶಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಸೆಡ್, ತುಪ್ಪ ಬೆಣ್ಣೆ ತಿನ್ನೋದು ಏನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಜಂಕ್ ಫುಡ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೊಳೋದ್ರಿಂದ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಕಾರ್ಡಿಯಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಕಮ್ ಆನ್ ಟಿ ವಿ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ. See, ಹೌದೌದು. See, the karma is such that they had to suffer. See, I told you, we'll talk about karma sometime, correct? No? You'll understand. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಈ ಜನ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಸ್ವೀಟ್ ತಿಂದರೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ಜನ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಯಾಬಿಟಿಸ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. I'll explain that if I'm giving a bold. Yes, sure. And I'll give the names and authors whose book you can go through. Yes, I'll be very glad to share the whatever little knowledge I have with people who are interested. So, you don't bother about them. Correct, no? That is because what you call karma. When the time is right for them, they'll come. They'll understand. ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಸಫರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. You feel bad about that. Correct, no? So, we'll bother about ourselves, and later, those who come here, you should spread the knowledge to others whenever possible. Maybe they also might become aware. Maybe we can't blame them. Maybe they didn't have the opportunity to be a part of this, isn't it? So, that's about the food we told you. So I tell the best is the fruits, next come the vegetables. And among the fruits, supposing you have to take outside, antandre, fruits bitre next ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ steamed food is the best if you have to take outside. That is, you take idli chutney outside, it will not affect you. Anywhere you take, on the roadside you take. But if you're taking any fried stuff roadside, it could be very bad. So outside what you have to avoid is water and oily stuff. It's through water that disease transfer. So what outside you have to be careful. Correct? And they say once in 15 days, our Hindu tradition, most of the Hindus they follow, especially among Brahmin community, they follow this Ekadasi. Correct? No? Once in 15 days. Why Ekadasi? Why you shouldn't fast on Dwadasi only? I would like to fast on Dwadasi. Why? What is significance? You need to understand. What do you do? If I don't understand, I just condemn it. That's all. This is all nonsense. ಹೌದು. ಸಿ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಈಗ ದೋಸ್ ಆರ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ maybe weekly once they'll off. Central government is there, weekly twice they have off. Why is that you are not thought of giving an off to your stomach weekly once? ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ 15 ದಿವಸಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಒಪ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ. Why? Should we give the rest to your stomach or not? Yes or no? Yes. But why you are not giving? In fact, Rajat sir, we eat more, no? We do prepare some special stuff and eat more, in fact. Actually, you should do the meat. But fasting ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ there is a way of doing the fasting. ನೀವು ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ maybe it will have an effect on your nerves. So you must know how you do the fasting. Then I'll say it's very good. It's very, very good. Can you be working throughout the year without any rest? You can't work. Correct, no? Second year fall sick and you'll not be able to get up at all if you work like that. The same way the stomach also. So that way you must be thankful to your stomach for it's digesting what all nonsense we put into that. Really. Correct, no? Without complaining. So that is briefly about food. So I say anything you eat outside, be careful about the oily stuff. Unless you are sure the place. Other places, don't take oily stuff. Best would be steamed food or fruits. Then about the exercises, daily we are supposed to walk for about half an hour. Why? When we walk, the exercise, they cause the secretion of different enzymes which are required for you. That way, maybe daily about half an hour. One cardiologist had advised that daily you are supposed to walk for about 3 to 4 kilometers. That's the best exercise. Correct, no? Then breathing. How should we breathe? One of my students in one of my seminars used to say, sir, you should inhale and exhale. Yeah, you must do both. You can't do any one of them alone, isn't it? But how do you inhale? How do you exhale? See, generally in 1 minute, people breathe between 10 to 12 times to 14 times. Roughly about 12 times to 14 times you take it. You are supposed to breathe only about 5 to 6 times. You should take a deep breath. The abdomen should come forward. Then hold for some time. Then you breathe out. When you breathe out, abdomen should go inside. So that when it goes in, it is going to press the lungs. Thereby, it helps in forcefully bringing out the carbon dioxide. We all do passively, like this. Correct, no? Actually, none of the things you are doing right. In spite of it, I am not surprised that we get disease suddenly. I am surprised how is that we are healthy for so long, in spite of doing all the mistakes. You should think it over, isn't it? So, breath should take about each breath about 10 to 12 seconds. So for that you can learn some of the breathing techniques, simple breathing techniques, and practice it regularly. I tell them to start with, do like this for how long? Half an hour a day. Later how long? 24 hours a day. This is how you should be breathing actually. It's not that only half an hour a day you do it. No, to start with, to get into the groove of doing it, into the habit of doing it. Then emotions. Emotions, most important aspect to keep yourself healthy. You should have all positive emotions, that everybody says. The question is how, isn't it? And control all your negative emotions like anger, jealousy, all those things. How? This is the question. That's where meditation helps. So what do you do? Supposing, this could be a question. Sir, I also know that we should have positive emotions and cut off negative emotions, but the question is, I don't know how to cut off the negative emotions. That's the problem most of us we face. Then what do you do? Every time you have a negative emotion, suppose you get angry. Okay, after that, after the bout of anger, you sit down and say, this anger is bad for me. A minimum of 9 times. Why 9 times only? Because that's what they calculated. Is every negative emotions to get over, you have to do it 9 times positive emotion. That is, you get angry, after that you sit down, okay, no problem. Now that I told you that anger is bad, you can't stop it from tomorrow. But you can reduce the frequency of getting angry. That's what I say. It's difficult to control from tomorrow, but make an effort, yes. So after some time, maybe 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, definitely if not able to control completely, you can bring down the frequency of anger, certain, correct, no? And develop the positive emotions like being helpful, being charitable, being kind, being nice to others. All the positive emotions. We want others to be kind to us. But somebody asks, sir, where is the address? I shout. I don't have better business than to tell you. Why is that like that? Why is that we don't have the caring for others? But if I were to ask, others should be telling me. Otherwise, I'll brand them as bad people. Right now? But is it not that we should treat others the same way that we expect others to treat me? Yes or no? Isn't it? So, the positive emotions, to summarize, cultivate all the positive emotions and cut off the negative emotion to the extent possible. Whenever you get a negative emotion, sit down and say, this negative emotion is bad for me. You feel the bout of jealousy, you say, this jealousy is bad for me. See, after 1 month, whether it comes down or not. I'm not saying that you can control completely whether it comes down or not, compared to earlier. Then finally, the meditation. Meditation is a technique, I told you, as far as I am concerned, as a Reiki master, meditation is a technique by which you purify the auric field. This is the secret for achieving health, happiness, and prosperity. What? You purify aura at all levels, completely. Then you see whether you become healthy or not, whether you feel better or not. Any good meditation you can learn from anybody who knows very well. You can go anywhere, practice it regularly. How long we should meditate? Generally, what is prescribed is 2 hours per day. But what I tell my students or patients is, I say 20 minutes. Is not too less? It's too less. Then why I am telling only 20 minutes? If I tell 20 minutes, at least there will be some people who will be doing. If I say 2 hours, nobody will do it. Nobody will do it. So when you do 20 minutes for some time, when you see the benefit, later I don't want to tell you, you'll do it on your own. One of my students were asking, sir, should we do meditation every day? I said, yes. I can't do, sir, every day. As if you are doing me a favor, isn't it? You can't do. Huh? I can do alternate days, sir. I can do once in 2 days. You can do twice a week. You can do once a week or once a month. Or you can forget. For heaven's sake, don't think that you are doing a favor by doing the meditation. You are doing a favor to yourself. If you refuse to do the favor to yourself, who else will do the favor to you? Tell me. We have all the time. The main thing is, sir, we don't have the time. Today everybody is busy. Even LKG student is busy. So I told him, sir, how many times should you do meditation? I told him, as many times as you eat in a day. How many times do you eat? 3 times, sir. Then you must do 3 times. If you eat twice a day, yeah, twice a day. Once a day, once a day. If you eat once a week, then you do meditation once a week. No, sir, I must eat thrice. Then you must do this. It's for your own benefit. Now, when you learn and do, then you see the difference in the state of your health. Then I don't tell you, nobody has to tell you the importance of the meditation. It should be aimed at what? Aimed at purifying the energy field. So these are the 5 factors that we have to keep in mind. Best time, actually, as far as I'm concerned, any time is the best time. I would only say this, that whatever time that you feel you are free, you should be relaxed. Relaxed means, I'm expecting the phone call from my daughter or a friend or a patient. No. When you decide to do the meditation, that time you are away from the phone, you switch off your phone, you are not available, you lock your room and do it. That's all. They're actually best time. Generally, yes. After the food, I would say for 15 to 20 minutes after the food, don't do anything. This is what I tell the ladies also. Don't do any work after that food for 15 minutes at least. Nothing, just sit down. I see many people. My wife is here, but in front of her I would like to tell. She also does the same thing instead of my telling.
Just before going to sleep.
Yes, yeah. Maybe what's ideal time is at least half an hour after the food. Yeah, is ideal time for you to do the meditation. Ideal would be morning 20 minutes, evening 20 minutes. Gradually you can go up to 2 hours, but I will not prescribe 2 hours. I will say 20 minutes morning, 20 minutes evening.
Sir, at the time when we go to sleep, definitely we have time for that.
Yeah, and then you can do that. You can do that. But many people will not have. After taking the food, they watch the TV. They are very busy. They won't have time for these things. And after the TV, watching TV, they go to bed straight away. But if you feel that you make the time for the meditation, yeah, that is the ideal time in fact. There are some meditations which you do before sleep. There are some meditations you should do after as soon as you get up. They are called energy meditations, relaxing meditation. Energy meditation do in the morning so that it will help you in keeping energetic throughout the day. And the relaxing meditation you do at the night because it will help you to go to sleep. Why do you sleep? Huh? Relaxing. Why should you relax? Why should you relax? Rest.
Repair. Body repairs itself.
Body repair. But what happens when you sleep? When you sleep, what happens? One is you get rest, okay. That you can simply lie down. Now, why do you go to sleep only? Yeah. What happens? What do you get when you are sleeping? What do you get when you're sleeping? Do you get anything when you're sleeping? Mind is at rest. When you do meditation also, it's at rest totally, isn't it? So you can only do meditation, no need to sleep at all. No tension. Okay. See, when you sleep, actually, many times, many things we do, right? But we will not know we fail to understand the significance. When you are sleeping, you are getting the earth energy. Correct, no? That's why you are supposed to sleep in the night only. Earlier, we never used to have apartments and all that. Apartments, actually, to that extent, they are bad. So the present day scenario has contributed to the multiplicity of the diseases. Actually, as per the pharmacologists, we need only 85 medicines. How many? 85. Say, take it as 100. But today, do you know how many we have? We have more than 1 lakh preparations. How many? 1 lakh preparations. So why is that we have this 99,900 medicines extra? Why? If you ask me to answer, I'll say it's basically to exploit the humanity. That's all, financially. Otherwise, there's no reason. You can go and ask the pharmacologists. It's not my opinion. And medicines, in the short term, they're good. Long term, they're bad. Why? Because in the short term, their useful effects are more. In the long term, their side effects become more. Because about 10 years back, it was shown on TV that 51 drugs are banned from tomorrow. Why? They are not considered good. They can give you many side effects like aplastic anemia, which is a fatal disease which can kill a person. Correct? We are not aware of those things. Now my question is, how did you say they are safe when you introduce them? They say they conduct the trials in the states on 5,000 patients for 5 years, then they find no side effect, then they introduce it in the market. Correct? No? Now you yourself have disproved they are bad. These 51 drugs to be banned from tomorrow. Okay, they will ban from tomorrow. What about the patients who are already taking them and are already suffering, the millions and millions of them? What compensation your science can give for them? This is my question. What compensation? I have been asking this question in all of my seminars. Once there were 13 PhD students. From them also there is no answer. Okay, if there is no answer, my next question is, why should we trust science anymore? Tomorrow, there is no guarantee. 200 drugs are banned from today, isn't it? What are considered safe today might be declared as bad tomorrow. Why should people trust science anymore? Is the question. That you need to ask yourself and find out the answer. You don't answer me, I got my answer. I want you to answer yourself, that's all. How safe are we taking? So, it's not a good thing to find out to become your own doctors rather than depending on some other continuously, that too with the fear of the side effects of the medicine. This is what I have to say. Because I tell you, a case like BP could be cured by doing meditation regularly. Correct, no? Could be cured. You can authenticate it. Do the meditation, before that you check your BP, after that you check the BP. See whether it comes down or not. They say 95% of the BP cases are primary hypertension. Primary means what? It's not a diagnosis. Primary means where this cause is not known. So allopathy has failed to find out the cause in 95% of the BP cases. When you don't know the cause of the disease, how can you think of the solution to the disease? Tell me. BP, give me 10 minutes time, I will not touch the patient, I will bring down the BP. Yeah. Yeah, millimeters of mercury.
The BP being high, the cholesterol and all your veins getting in clogged and your food habits and all that.
Everything is going to change because you don't know what meditation could do, correct? No? Nowadays, cardiologists, they advise meditation. Some of the cardiologists have advised their patients for AK treatment to me. In states, in states, they have proved that 50% of the cases of cancer could be cured by Reiki and other healing system. This is in the New York, university's internet. You can go and find out. Nowadays, a lot of research has been done. Very unfortunately, I must say that our people, we lack in awareness. The idea of the Gokhale Institute to organize such seminars is to create awareness, that's all. Whether people are learn or not, that's different. That's totally different at all. Correct, no? We want to create the awareness in the people that there's such system. That's enough. So, see, meditation, what effect it will have? You should study that, isn't it? How meditation brings down the BP. In a course of time, yes. Like you take food for daily, to keep energetic, you must do meditation daily also. Many people ask, sir, should I continue to do every day? Now, I ask them, do you eat every day? Yes, sir, I must eat. Then you must do meditation also. Whatever is good for you, why not do? Out of 24 hours, you can spare half an hour for meditation, isn't it? Yes or no? If it is good, correct? So basically, next 5 minutes I'll finish and allow the time for question and answer. See, your body is made up of 5 elements. In acupressure also, what we deal with is people who have got headaches since 10 years, 20 years, you might not believe that I cured them in 3 sittings, or how it's possible. Difficult to believe. Next time I can bring the 4 numbers. If you want, you can cross-check. Or you take this, BP. Sorry, how it could be cured. You have a question, correct? No? We will not talk. Let results prove. I'll challenge anybody, correct? No? Bring the case, bring the doctor, your own doctor, maybe a government doctor. Within 10 minutes, I'll sit away from the patient. I'll bring down the BP. You just see. If it happens in 1 person, I might say it's a fluke. In 2 persons, 10 persons, if I do it, then you can't call it a fluke. This is a challenge. So time might come. I'm ready for the challenge. At whatever level. If I don't succeed, I'll give up my practice. This not only me. You can do it yourself also. My doing with so many years of experience is not a big deal. You can learn and do it yourself. Now you have the presumption that it might be difficult. It's not. I told you in the beginning, right? Every one of you has a potential to heal yourself. Nobody has to give any potential. What we do might be to create the awareness about your potential in you, that's all. So, what we deal with the acupressure is, we have the 5 energies. We are made of the 5 energies, Panchabhutastra. We all know the earth energy, fire, water, cosmic energy, and the wind energy. We say Prithvi, Jala, and Vayu, Agni, and Akasha. Correct? These are 5 energies. Every human being is made up of these energies. Or any living being for that matter. Not 5, but 1 or more than 1. Correct? No? So in acupressure, what we deal with is how these 5 elements should be in balance. When they are out of balance, disease results. So that acupressure deals with how you maintain the balance. Some energy might be more, you're going to reduce it to normalize. Or some energies might be less, you increase it to normalize. Just like in case of vitamins. Any vitamin might be higher, you bring it down, correct now? Or there's a deficiency of vitamin, you increase it. So what you are going to do, you are going to balance the energies. So the 5 energies, how do you get? We are made up of 5 energies. We take 5 energies every day. What are the 5 energies? One is the air energy, which you get from breathing. Then the fire energy, which you get from the food. Water energy, which you get from water. And ground energy, right? When you sleep also you get that. When you're walking, you're actually getting the ground energy. And the cosmic energy, what you get from meditation. So when you don't do any of these things, you might be running short or developing a deficiency of the particular energies. This is what we deal in the acupressure. So simple thing it is. So water that has been, I told you this, I gave the example that if the roof is leaking, you might sweep here 10,000 times, right? But once, if you go up and do the plastering, curing for 21 days, the problem is gone forever. So no need to having the feeling that BP has been there for 10 years, 20 years, how can it go within 1 week or 2 weeks? This is what you do, that's all. You do the pressing only once and don't do it 1,000 times at all. Just like this works, same way these alternate healing therapies work. Now anyway, any questions you have, I'll be glad to take up the questions. Yes. Huh? What? Huh? Huh? Attention about what? No, I told you, actually, I'm not going to contradict any other meditation styles. All that I want to say is, I have a particular way of doing meditation or teaching meditation. I believe in that, that's all. Correct? No? Maybe different people have different ways of meditation. I not understood the significance of that because I not learned them. So when I not learned them, maybe I am not competent enough to comment on them. Correct? No? But what I mean by meditation, I told you, is about purifying your energy field. Not just controlling your mind. Most of them, they deal with that. Correct? No? You make your mind relax, make your mind calm. That's not all about meditation. No doubt it's good to a certain extent. But in my opinion, that's not about meditation. My concept of meditation should be to purify your aura completely so that you become more healthy, more happy.
Sleeping on the floor is better.
I feel so, whenever possible. See, we are all used to so many wrong things that, we can't get back to right things. Because from today, I told you, do deep breathing, you go home, do it consciously, might do for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. After that, you get back to normal thing. Because you have been used to it for so long, but you can change it with a conscious effort. So ask the question whether sleeping on the floor is good. Yes, my opinion is that. When you can, if you can, sleeping on the floor is good. And generally, being on the lower ground, in case of apartments, lower floors will help you get more earth energy. No, I told you because what deficiency of what energies will lead to what problems. Right, we can discuss that. Maybe now we are running out of time. So, anything related to this, lack of the ground energy will cause problems of the lower part of the body, that is the bones. For example, backache, knee joint pain, all those things. So, sleeping on the floor, yes.
Even if you are on the first floor, second floor, still you get the ground energy.
You get the ground energy, yes. But, farther away, up from the ground floor, the amount of ground energy would be lesser. Earlier, there never used to be more than first floor at all. Very rare when our younger days. Very rare we have come across. Only now that we have grown. But see, whatever the modernization is science, right? We might be happy about the luxury it affords, it gives. But there is a decided and more grievous side effect. Keep it in mind. For example, medicine also. I'll tell you, there is not a single medicine on this earth without a side effect. Tell me one, only one, which has no side effect at all. Correct, no? Everyone. And course of time, the side effects becomes more than the useful effect. That's the only reason why I am against medicines, especially if you are taking it for a long period of time.
Fasting and meditation is
No. See, Reiki and fasting are part of the Reiki agenda that we teach, right? And Reiki and you said fasting and meditation, they alone Reiki? No. Reiki is totally different. Reiki is a energy. Reiki means, universal life force energy. That's the meaning of the term. Re means universal and Ki means life force energy. So, Reiki means universal life force energy.
Can Reiki treatment cure the leg pain and all that?
Surely. Not only cure, only leg pain. Most of them think like that. Pamphlets bekare. Reiki, yeah, it can do much more than that. It can work in all aspects of your life. For example, some students, maybe their memory power might not be very good, or concentration abilities might be less, right? They might feel like watching TV more often than other things. So it will help them there also, not only just leg pain. It can treat your life in all aspects, be it physical, mental, financial, or anything for that matter, all aspects of your life. Yeah.
there may be different types of meditation.
Yeah.
But many people may be ignorant or maybe they
Yeah.
offer different types of
Yeah.
meditation. Or it has been told, by the saints and all that, just Ram Nam Jap.
Yeah.
You will lead to wonderful things.
Correct. Yeah. See, I think, if you use that and you see the benefits, nothing wrong with that also.
Continuously,
Correct.
you do that before still you go to sleep even while doing that.
Yeah, not only sleep, if you can use that, you can use any other thing that and if they give you the results, then no need to switch to any other thing at all, isn't it?
It is not that no need to say.
And actually it's so. You see, because though I come from a very orthodox Brahmin family, I don't say that you must sit in the puja room and do the puja. I can be in the bathroom and do the puja. This is what I believe. This is what I teach. Correct, no? But anyway, such of those who want to do sit there, yeah, that's fine also, no problem. But when you sit in the bathroom or any place you want to do meditation, you should know how to do it. Then you do it. It's as good. But most of people, they think that they are pure, clean only when in the puja room. So this is how they are doing it. But if you know how to purify yourself, other places also, then you can do it anywhere else also. What is important is your bhakti, what you call, that is a connection to God. Not how close you are to the God's photo or which place you are in. Correct, no? So whatever helps you, that's fine, no problem at all. But you feel that something more beneficial should be required. In that case, you can think of other things, and otherwise, if you're happy with water that you're practicing, or it could be anything for that matter, yeah, you can continue to do that. I strongly recommend that. Yeah.
In meditation time,
How
how do you feel the chakras?
do you feel the chakras? My question is, what do you want to feel the chakras? Important thing what you have to do is, important thing what you do is, see that they are purified. Correct, no? To be able to see the chakras, you had to develop the faculty called clairvoyance. That's the proper faculty of the Ajna chakra. The 7 chakras I told you, correct, no? So initially, best is you purify them, rather than, so for example, when I'm breathing, can I say I want to see oxygen, nitrogen? No need. You just breathe. That's enough. In the same way, don't need to see the chakras at all. Why means the normal Agya chakra of a normal human beings, they don't have the faculty of seeing the chakras. Just like that, I'm not able to see gas at all in my life, correct, no? But they have proved it, I believe that, correct, no? So for me to be breathing, if I breathe is enough, no need to be actually seeing that. So you have a question is, you want to see the chakras, isn't it? So for that you have to learn the required things for that and practice them over a period of time, maybe Reiki, fuzzy, whatever, right? Practice them. Then you develop the faculty of your mind to be able to see the chakras.
Sir, is there any, you would advise some book which is not very complicated
Yeah.
to understand,
Yeah.
and some book which you can...
Yeah. What is complicated, what is not, according to the majority audience, I won't know. But anyway, what I would say is, we are leaving some handouts now, which will be given out. In that, the details of the different authors are given. You can go and find out what books interest you, and maybe able to buy that in the any of the leading bookstalls. Most of the things are given in the handouts. And they'll be distributed outside as you go out, and you can go through that, especially handouts on Reiki. In that are given in the end, and then in any other details that you want, you can contact me over the phone also. I'll be very glad to have them clarified.
Sir, have you seen the chakras?
Who? Me. I don't see the chakras. I don't want to see the chakras also. Because if you start seeing them, they might be scaring you also. Second thing is, my idea is to have them purified, not to see them. By seeing them, I'd like to say this, you don't achieve anything at all. Excepting that sometimes you might get scared, isn't it? So I feel better to purify them first, then think of seeing. This is my advice. How do you purify? I told you, one of the simplest thing is meditation, and the 5 factors we discussed now: food, exercises, breathing, emotions, and meditation. These 5 factors when you do, like for example, from tomorrow, if you start eating the good food, vegetarian food, more of fruits, correct, no? Avoid the junk foods like pizza, masala puri, these things, that itself can purify your aura, first thing. Second thing is develop only positive thoughts, emotions. They will definitely, purify your aura. Just see that. You don't have to wait till you learn meditation. Before the other things what I told you, you can start doing from them tomorrow itself and see the difference. For some time, 1 week, 2 weeks. If you start feeling better, then you think of learning other things.
So Reiki means what, sir? You're not teaching that.
No, we are not teaching about. Today is actually, the topic was not Reiki. Otherwise, I would have dwelt on only in the subject of Reiki. Reiki Reiki means universal life force energy. Rei means universal. Ki means, they're Japanese words. Ki means life force energy. So Reiki means universal life force energy. Actually, it's a love energy of God. When you talk about it in the seminars, right? It's nothing but the love energy of God. Why it came, this is all a history. Why it came at this time only. Why, if it is good, why it didn't come 1,000 years back or 500 years, why it had come here. For everything there is a reason. Maybe in the next time when they decide, if they ask me to talk on Reiki only, I will be very glad to talk on Reiki itself. Only, I mean. Huh? Everything had a practice. Learning is only one aspect, correct now? Is the easier aspect. What is more important is the practicing only. Yes. Any last question? It's close to 8. Yes. Next 3 minutes we will close.
Can practice Reiki on yourself?
Surely. That's why you learn basically.
The disease like a cure ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
No, you, see, in one more thing, even if you don't have the disease also, one is you use Reiki if you have disease to get rid of it. Second thing is when you're healthy also you must use Reiki so that you should not get disease at all in the first place. I told you, if you purify your aura completely, then you don't have to suffer at all. Don't have any disease at all.
ನೀವು classes ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ?
Yeah, I do.